straight right, just misses. There is not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punch. And he scores with the counter. A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Just misses with that left uppercut. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nice counter shot. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. And there's the bell for round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works.
Wow, let's take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
A perfect counter lands. Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice counter. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Teofimo Lopez.
Switch on.
There's the bell for round three. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
Two knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
And the takeover's in some big trouble now. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Punch, counter punch. Perfect counter shot. fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Sugar Ray is down. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
A shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your breath.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Robinson in that last round.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
There's the bell for round 4. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter shot. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Trying to land that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. Good counter punching. Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The jab not finding its target. No doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain work.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judge...
He's not in your league.
Back into the fray here in round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Beautiful counter shot. There's a counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
this round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. There's the bell for round 6. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Well done with that counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. The straight right just misses. That hook just can't find the target. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
Just when you talk about
Here comes round 7. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Swing and a miss with that hook. They exchange punches. Beautiful counter punch. That jab won't score. The straight right just misses. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Robinson in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? And we enter the 8th round. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an ending out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
I got to take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Listen to me. Are you okay?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
What now is about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
How about that time counter shot? It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. The three judges agree.